Hey guys, all right, so here is part of our craft box for November. So these are the set of 3 trees. First thing, you'll go ahead and open up that package, and then I am using antique wax. It's the Artmind brand. And so I'm going to do the bases, and I'm going to do the bottom of the tree for the front part, and I'm actually going to go ahead and add the wax to the back of our tree, so that way, you know, it doesn't look like just wood in the back looks finished. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Once that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and take some painter's tape and I'm gonna put it to our little cardboard. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our little snowflake, so that way we can paint it pretty easily. And then I'm gonna take every other tree piece and I'm gonna paint it with, I'm using sage for this color. This is part of our chalk paste. So I just put some in the lid, watered it down just a little bit, not too much because you don't want it to be like not bright enough. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do, let's see, bright white for our snowflakes. And you're gonna go ahead and dry those real quick. Now, something else I'm gonna add to the lighter color on our trees is I'm gonna go ahead and wax it with our surface wax, and I'm gonna add a transfer on it. Now, this transfer is super cute. I'm trying to think of the name of it. I'll get the name in a second, but I'm gonna use pesto, and let's see, the name of that one is called Nordic Pattern. So I'll use pesto, I'm gonna go ahead and dry it, and as I'm taking them off of the board, the sides of them have a little bit of paint on it, so I'm just wiping it off with a baby wipe. Then I'm gonna grab the remainder tree pieces, and we're gonna go ahead and do this in pesto, right? So I'm using a light green and a darker green. And on the pesto ones, I'm just gonna color them in pesto. I'm not gonna add any patterns to it. It's just gonna be that one by itself. Okay, so go ahead and dry those, add those on. Now I know that I'm putting them on the back side of the trees, but that's just temporary. It's not gonna stay there. So I'm gonna go ahead and take those off, and we are going to do like a little whitewash technique. So I'm gonna dry brush, right? I'm gonna use a little brush, and I don't even know what the brush this is called, but anyways, you're just going to dab your dry brush into the white paste, and then we're just going to spread it across. Now I am using a little napkin there just so I don't put too much on at a time. I can kind of control how much goes on, and then I'll put them back onto the backer, right, like the main tree piece. So I'm going to do that all around each individual piece, add a little bit of white around the edges, and then I already did the bases as well. So once we do that, I'm just going to line them all back up just to see how it looks. And then we're going to take our snowflakes, and I am using Distress ink. I'm using the walnut stain, and I'm also going to line around each individual tree, kind of going over a little bit as well, and then the snowflakes as well, just to give it a little bit more dirty, rustic feel to it. So once we do that, then we'll go ahead and make sure that they're dry, and then I am using some permanent adhesive. It's called Crafter's Closet, and I mean, I like it. It's a quick set time, and it's a pretty strong bond, like E6000. So you can use whatever permanent adhesive you want. You can use hot glue if you choose, but I felt that the permanent adhesive would hold a lot better. And then I'll just let it sit overnight, and it was perfect. Everything is good, nothing moved. It was awesome, okay? And then just play around where you want your snowflakes, but that's all. So I can't wait to see what y'all's come out to look like. Make sure that you post the pictures in the VIP group.